Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening, coming to you live from the National News Studio. Welcome to the news. My name is Clifford Richards.
And I'm Sharon Mascarenas. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
Sri Lanka becomes Hong Kong Sixers cricket champions. The Ministry of Defence stresses that the security of religious places has not been withdrawn. A separate counter to issue emergency passports. The President promises to provide a justifiable salary hike for estate employees. 2 Buddhist monks to contest from a Tamil political party for the first time in a general election. Lohan taken to the National Hospital from the prison. According to Israel, a senior Hezbollah activist has been taken into custody.
Now for those and other stories in detail, starting off with local news. Sri Lanka team today was able to win a championship in the Hong Kong Sixers tournament, this time after 2007.
And this tournament was held during 3 days. That's at the Hong Kong Mission Road Stadium. Sri Lanka and Pakistan qualified to play for the finals, winning the toss. Captain Lahiru Madhushankar of the Sri Lanka team invited Pakistan to bat first. Accordingly, Pakistan scored 72 in 5.2 overs. Mohammad Akhlaq scored 48 runs. In bowling, Dhananjay Lakshan and Tharindu Ratnakar shared 2 wickets each.
What a catch! Serious catch! Absolutely enjoyed. Now then, chance to get them all out. Gone! Simple catch. Sri Lanka have bowled Pakistan out in the final.
Chasing a total of 73 for victory, Sri Lanka won the match by scoring 76 for 3 wickets in 5 overs. Sandun Virakudi scored 34, while Lahiru Madhushankar contributed with 19 runs. Well, this is the second time that Sri Lanka team was able to win the championship in a Hong Kong Sixers tournament. The tournament was held this time after 2017. Dhananjay Lakshan declared the man of the match and in the finals, and Tharindu Ratnakar became the player of the tournament.
20 runs from that out. Now then, high, up. Victory for Sri Lanka. What a way to finish the 2024 Hong Kong Sixers. A performance of note throughout. They bowled Pakistan out for 72, and in reply, it's Sri Lanka who win by 3 wickets.
Final.
Congratulations to the team, and it's nice to see a cheering squad there as well. Now in other stories, the Ministry of Defence points out that the security provided to religious places, including Buddhist places of worship, has not been removed. This has been stressed at a press briefing held today in the evening at the Ministry of Defence. Director Media and Media spokesman of the Ministry of Defence, Colonel Nalin Herath, says in an X note that this has already been rejected. He added that the security has been provided by all the 3 armed forces and the Civil Security Department for all religious places. He added that the annual religious festivals, whether a Buddhist temple, a Hindu kovil or a mosque, security has been provided. Media spokesman of the Sri Lanka Army, Major General Rasika Kumara, said that 1,584 security personnel are provided for security for construction work in 89 Buddhist temples. He added that this can be said about all 9 provinces of the country, and the form of security is being maintained right now.
Minister Vijitha Herath says tokens have been issued, that's to release foreign passports for the month of November, and that's by taking into consideration the existing stocks. Well, the minister says these at a media briefing in Gampar, and says special counter has been opened to issue foreign passports for the essential purposes as well. Minister Vijitha Herat says that the tokens have been provided according to the stocks available in the month of November to issue passports. He requested the people to avoid applying for passports in the month of November other than in an emergency requirement. He pointed out that a special counter is in progress for those who have applied for emergency purposes, and passports can be obtained from that counter. He also added that the issuance of tokens will be done online in the coming 2 to 3 days. The minister further says that the law would be implemented sternly against those who publish forged currency notes in the signature of the president in social media. The minister said that those who circulated foreign currency notes in the social media will have to undergo legal action against them definitely. He added that legal action will be taken against those who are spreading false information to the public, and he said that the government is of the view that this kind of activity should be done in a democracy, but the same gradually increased in the form of false propaganda that forged currency notes are in circulation. The minister added that the law of the country would be enacted against those who engage in this kind of activities. The minister also expressed opinion regarding the media. The minister said that the government never meddled in the activities of the media, and added that if it had happened, this kind of false propaganda would not have come into the forefront. He pointed that some people are taking the advantage of the freedom granted to the media. He also pointed out that media ethics has to be followed, and it is the responsibility of the media to act accordingly. The minister concluded that if proper news is disseminated to the public, no problem will be arising regarding this matter.
Steps have been taken to reserve today also as a special day to distribute polling cards regarding the forthcoming general election. Accordingly, the Postal Department distributed polling cards till 6 p.m. today. Along with the polling cards containing a list of names of all the candidates, as additional note mentioning the preferential numbers is being distributed. 2,090 post offices are in operation for the purpose of official election polling cards. A staff of about 8,000 personnel have been engaged for this purpose. The distribution will be held till the 7th of this month, where the polling cards will be distributed by Postal Department visiting house to house. The Postal Department informed that for those who could not receive the polling cards would be able to receive them from the post offices until the 14th of November, where elections are to be held. The voters will have to prove their identity. In the meantime, tomorrow has been reserved as another day for postal voting. Accordingly, voting will be held in all 3 armed force camps and all the government institutions. Facilities have been provided for voting for those who could not vote on the above-mentioned dates and their workplaces in the district election offices. A number of 737,902 voters are eligible to vote in the postal voting of this time. Leave can be obtained for those who are employed in the government and the private sectors to vote in the general elections without being deprived of their salaries or personal leave. The duration concerned will be decided according to the distance to the voting centre from the employer's office. A leave of half day would be awarded if that distance is 40 kilometres or less than that. In the case of the distance between 40 to 100 kilometres, the voters will be given 1 day leave and 2 days leave if the distance exceeds 150 kilometres respectively. According to the Election Commission, 1.5 days leave will be granted where the distance is between 100 to 150 kilometres.
President Anukumar Dissanayake says that a justifiable salary increase will be awarded to a public rally that was held in Nuwara. Well, this rally was held at the Nuwara Municipal Council grounds in order to confirm the victory of the National People's Power in the upcoming general election. A number of candidates contesting from the NPP from Nuwara also addressed the meeting. Manjula Survera of the NPP said that there were 4 powerful forces which never solved the problems of the masses, and they were in the hands of the thieves, the thugs and those who were playing political games. He said that the 21st of September this year, those powerful forces have been levelled onto the ground, and Sri Lanka was able to register a historic victory for the general public. The President stressed in his address that the right of the people to engage in politics freely and to express their views freely would be safeguarded. The President said that the politics in the country had been designed to address Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim people, but not to make them united. He added that the Sinhala political parties were formed to vote for Sinhala politicians, but for the first time, a different political campaign has been developed. The President pointed out that the same new system would represent all communities in Norelia and provide leadership to them. The President also said that there are a lot of people who are facing problems in the upcountry areas, and since a long time they have been voting to elect their leaders. He also said that those people led their lives in fear of their leaders, but this should not have happened. The people should not live in fear of anyone or not be suppressed by any leader. The President added that an opportunity would not be provided for criminals and thugs to raise their heads again. In the politics of Sri Lanka, he added that the NPP government would safeguard the unity of the people and democracy as well. President Anukumar Dissanayake pointed out that the country requires a policy where property of public is not wasted but protected. He also said that certain people are of the opinion that the present government is taking revenge, but pointed out that the government is taking steps only to prevent the wastage of public money. The President also said that this policy includes former presidents, present president and the cabinet and members of parliament as well. He added that the NPP government will take steps definitely to increase salary of government servants. In its first budget itself, he questioned whether the promise given to the estate employees that their salaries will be increased to 1,700 rupees per day has been fulfilled or not. He concluded, stating that a justifiable salary increase will be granted to the employees of the estate sector.
එයාගේ මණ්ඩලේ තීන්දුව ගත්තයි නැතත් එකයි. එයා ස්වෙන් කරත් එකයි නැතත් ජාතික ජනබලවේගය අපි පළමු අය ඒකෙනෙම රාජ්‍යකයන්ගේ වැටුප් පැටි කරනවා. වත්ත වැඩ කරනවා.
Sarath Veerasekara of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna says that the party will support in punishing anyone who has misused people's money. He made this observation in a public meeting held yesterday. Well, this meeting was organized in order to confirm the victory of candidates from SLPP contesting from the Colombo district and the general election. The former President Mahinda Rajapaksa also participated at this meeting. Sarath Veerasekara of the SLPP says that they would extend support to catch thieves and also develop the country. He also requested and also inquired as to whether the President is needed to procure loans in order to feed the masses. The election candidate added by that now the President has taken loans exceeding 95 billion rupees. Sarath Veerasekara also said that the incident of printing currency notes was published in the media and they appear to be making threats to media. Venerable Ittakande Sadhatis Thera has questioned what President of Thamuttegama is doing. He said that the former President's security has been curtailed. The security granted to the leader who saved from the country has been reduced to 2 bicycles and a 3-wheeler, he says.
Leader of the Samagi Jana Balawegaya, Sajith Premadasa, says that the government has failed to fulfill the promises given during the presidential election. He pointed out that a lot of problems have still to be sorted out within the country. A public meeting was held in Kasbara area in order to confirm the victory of the candidates who are contesting in the Colombo district from the Samagi Jana Balawegaya. Several candidates were contesting from the Colombo district along with Sajith Premadasa participated at the meeting. Leader of the Samagi Jana Balawegaya, Sajith Premadasa, thanked the voters for their assistance and dedication shown in the presidential election. He pointed out that the present president gave the citizens a number of promises during the presidential election campaign. Sajith Premadasa pointed out that the president dashed the expectations of the people on each occasion after becoming the president.
Well, for the first time in the parliament history of Sri Lanka, 2 Buddhist monks are contesting as candidates in the general election from a Tamil political party. And according to the Thera, the aim has been to strengthen the reconciliation process. Venerable Kiribanare Vijitasiri Thera and the Venerable Udawalawe Jenusiri Theras are contesting, representing the EPDP party from the Colombo district, where General Secretary of the party is Douglas Devananda. The Venerable Kiribanare Vijitasiri Thera says that it has been decided that the policy of reconciliation would be definitely represented in Parliament in the coming general election. He added that since we are from a united country, we must unite like Sri Lankan people.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ජනතාව අපි ඔක්කොම එතෙන්ට එන්න ඕනි.
සියලු දෙනාගේම
The Venerable Udawalawe Jinasirithera says that they will be joining politics this time with the intention of safeguarding the rights of everyone. He added that they also expect to join the development process and work together with the present government. He also pointed out that everyone should cooperate in order to promote unity in the country.
Now, the 5th SLASCOM AI Summit will take place in Colombo on the 5th of November. This year's summit on artificial intelligence will focus on the theme from vision to implementation. ChannelEye Rupavahini Corporation is the media partner for the event.
The future of artificial intelligence awaits you at SLASCOM's AI Asia Summit. This summit brings together global industry leaders, innovators and intellectuals to explore how AI is driving innovation across various sectors. It's a great opportunity for all of us in Sri Lanka to truly explore the wonders of AI. We invite you to join us on the 5th of November and connect with pioneers in AI, explore new technologies and be part of the global AI journey.
We at Deloitte are excited to be the title sponsor of the SLASCOM AI Asia Summit 2024. What's all the hype about artificial intelligence? Why is it capturing so much attention? AI isn't just a buzzword. It's transforming industries, revolutionizing businesses, and reshaping our daily lives. Join us at the summit to explore the practical implications of AI with knowledge experts from around the world. Get ready for insights, innovations, and inspiring discussions across industries and business functions that will elevate your understanding. Don't miss this opportunity to be at the forefront of the AI revolution. We look forward to meeting you on the 5th of November.
In more local stories, former State Minister Lohan Ratpathe, who has been remanded and was later admitted to the Colombo National Hospital last night due to a sudden illness. This decision has been taken in accordance with the directives of the specialist doctors. Media spokesman of prison Gamini B. Disanayaka says Lohan Ratpathe has been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital due to a sudden illness last night, and he was arrested on the 31st of last month on an allegation for using a luxury vehicle imported to this country illegally and assembled. Later on, he was produced before the acting magistrate of Nugegoda and was ordered to be remanded until the 7th of this month.
Releasing of water from the tanks of North Central Province for the Mars season this time is in progress now. Releasing of water for the Mineria Farmers project was started yesterday. During this Mars season, 70,500 hectares of paddy land in Polonnaruwa district would have been cultivated. Water has been released to 22,000 acres of land in the Mineria Farmers project. A large number of farmer community in the project participated on this occasion, along with the engineer in charge of the Mineria tank, Malinda Jayatilaka. Water has been released yesterday for the cultivable land around Huruluvawa in Anuradhapura. 10,400 acres of paddy land will be cultivated this time. Water is being released now for the left of the southern banks of both the main canals. A large number of representatives of the farmers' organizations, along with engineer in charge of Huruluvawa, Dasun Tilakaratna, participated on this occasion. Now, the 8th anniversary of music maestro of the nation, W.D. Amaradeva, falls today. A commemoration ceremony organized in this connection was conducted this afternoon. This event has taken place at the Amaradeva Asapua near the Janakala Center in Battaramulla. Sharada Nanda Malini and other artists have paid floral tributes on this occasion.
We now have more local news items in brief. The Laggala police station says a special police team has been deployed to arrest double electorate organizer of the Samagi Janabalawega and parliamentary candidate, Attorney at Law Champika Vijayaratna. He's been wanted in connection with the assaulting of an environmentalist over the deal at a hotel in the Knuckles environmental zone. Two friends of the organizer have already been arrested regarding this incident. A suspect relating to a cannabis racket reported to have taken place in a building near the Kegaul town has been ordered to be remanded under the 6th of this month. When the suspect was taken into custody by the Kegaul police station yesterday, a stock of cannabis packets were found in his possession. The police were able to detect a stock of Kerala cannabis buried in soil as well. The Puttali Police Special Task Force has arrested two persons who are suspected to have maintained a large-scale cannabis cultivation, damaging the Yala Protectorate as well. One of the suspects was reported to have planted around 78,000 cannabis plants. The other suspect also reported to have cultivated a stock of cannabis plants exceeding 160,000. Well, that's news at home. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international stories shortly.
Dengue, 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 dengue. Dengue, 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 dengue. Dengue, 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 dengue. Dengue, 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 dengue.
A total commitment by everybody, every day, will help control dengue. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back, and we are moving on to news overseas. The Israeli military says a senior Hezbollah operative was captured in a naval raid in the northern Lebanese town of Batroun on Friday. An official said special forces had apprehended the individual and taken them back to the Israeli territory in what was described as a special operation. Lebanon state news agency says an unidentified military force arrived at the beach at dawn, raided a nearby building and captured one person before leaving by speedboat. The raid was prompted anger from the Lebanese authorities, with the office of the Prime Minister saying that he had instructed the Foreign Ministry to submit a complaint to the UN Security Council. It added that the Lebanese army and the UN peacekeeping force will be both investigating the raid and that Mikati had called for an expedited result. Lebanese Transport Minister suggested that the raid may have violated UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which is intended to end hostilities following on from the Israeli-Hezbollah conflict from 2006.
Now, a polio vaccination campaign in North Gaza is expected to resume today, a day after the World Health Organization said 6 people, including 4 children, were injured following a strike on the Sheikh Radwan clinic. The agency did not say who was responsible for the attack, but an official from Gaza's Civil Defense Agency told AFP News Agency it was carried out by an Israel quadcopter. Israel said it is investigating but does not believe it was responsible. UNICEF, the UN's children agency, which is helping to lead the vaccination rollout, described the strike on the Sheikh Radwan clinic as another example of indiscriminate strikes on civilians. The second phase of the vaccine rollout began on Saturday after being postponed in October due to intense Israeli bombardments, mass displacements and lack of access in the region. Gaza recorded its first case of polio in 25 years in August, which left a baby boy paralyzed and prompted the rollout of the program. The immunizations are resuming as 15 UN and humanitarian organizations have described the situation in North Gaza as apocalyptic, nearly a month after an Israeli ground offensive began. A humanitarian pause in the fighting has been agreed upon to allow vaccinations to restart in Gaza City, the WHO said. The campaign will run for 3 days. In a separate incident in Jabalia, UNICEF says a car driven by a staff member came under fire, but what we believe to be a quadcopter, according to the agency's head, Catherine Russell. She said the driver was unhurt but was left deeply shaken and called for Israel to launch an investigation. About 15,000 children under 10 years old in towns across North Gaza, such as Jabalia, Beit Lahia and Beit Hanun, still remain inaccessible and will be missed by the vaccination campaign, compromising its effectiveness, the agency said. The WHO had aimed to give 119,000 children in the area a second dose of the oral polio vaccine.
Well, that's it on the news. Do enjoy the rest of the programs together with Sharon, Mercedes Fernando. This is Clifford wishing you a good night.